So this is what we're going to do. As I told you, we're going to do a little bit of perspective today. I don't know whether you remember, we did perspectives like straight lines like this, and then you get the buildings like this. Remember this? Okay. And then we also did perspectives like this. Okay. And then we did our buildings like this. Remember this? Okay. Okay, so this is what we did the last time, where the lines were rather straight. Okay, that means the road, the main road, is rather straight. So when you straight or straight this way or straight this way, it's quite easy. Okay, to get the perspective of far to near or far to near, then far to near. So that's quite easy, right? But when the line is curved, then it gets a little bit more complicated. So what we're going to do is, if let's say we're going to draw a road like this, and then it curves out like this, and it comes this way. Okay, it curves like this and this way. So you get buildings over here, you get a building over here, you get a building over here, and then another building over here, another building over here, and another building over here. So if you're standing in this corner, all right, if you're standing in this corner, so you get the view going out this way, right? Okay, this is the view you're going to get. Okay, so you can see this building, you can see a bit of this road, you can see this building, and this building, all right? So you also get to see this part of the road. Okay, so this is what you're going to do if you are standing at an angle and you're looking at all this from a standing position. All right, are we okay? So let's try that out, okay? Okay, so here we go. So what you're going to do is, okay, let me draw first. Don't draw anything yet. I just want to show you a few mistakes that we always make. Okay, now if this is the road, okay, if this is the road, okay, now if you're going to draw the road like this, cannot, okay, because it doesn't have that far near perspective. Okay, it doesn't have the far near perspective. So what we need to do is to get that far near perspective. Okay, we need to draw the line. Okay, this is the road. Okay, okay, and as it comes here, it gets a little bit bigger. Can you see? It gets fatter over here. Okay, it gets thin here and then broader and broader and broader. Okay, so that is what you need to do. Okay, so can you get that now? See whether you just use pencil here. Don't use pen yet. Use pencil because you have to rub off some lines afterwards. Okay, so draw this line thin and then it broadens out and then comes over here. Okay, try that now. All right, you got that? Okay, now let's say this is the pavement. Okay, let's say this is the pavement where people will walk. Okay, so give that pavement also from far thin here, and then it broadens out and it comes broad over here. Okay, so try to get that. And here also you will have pavement, correct? And so also it turns and goes out this way. So that's your pavement, which means your pavement is elevated a little bit of elevation. And then here also you can see the elevation of the pavement. But of course, when it goes around here, you cannot see the other side because from this angle, you cannot see how it's elevated, correct? Okay. Okay. Are we okay? Okay, next up, we're going to draw the wall of this building over here. Okay. So this whole thing goes off. Okay, immediately this whole thing you can't see anymore. And so you get the building coming out this way, and maybe it's going inwards a little bit. Okay, All right. So what happens is this whole part will have to go because this building is now blocking that part of the road. So you can take your eraser now, all right, and you can just take off that part of the building. Okay. Here also, there will be a building here, and then it goes right over here. Okay, so you can't see this part of the pavement. Okay, so you can't see that part of the pavement. But of course, here you can see. Okay, so I'm going to make this building break a bit. That means it's two separate buildings here. It's two separate buildings. And so this building will go in this way. Okay, so to show that this is a block on its own, this is another block. So there is a little lane that goes in there. Okay, are we good so far? Are you getting it? Okay. All right. Then what we need to do is, let's get the roof for this building over here. Okay. So this part of the roof will be straight. But because this one is now going inwards, going further away, so here also the roof will tilt a little bit, just to show that it is going further. So this is nearer to you, this is going a little further. So this one will be turned upwards, this one will be turned inwards this way. So to show that it's going far. All right? Okay. Okay, once you have done that, you can now get the roof of this building like so. Okay, the roof of the building like so on top. And then now let's get the roof of, this one is a bit curved, isn't it? Can you see the building is a little bit curved? So the roof also has to be a little bit curved, like so. And you get the roof over there like that. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, the line will be this way over here and this way over here. Okay, so which means, so here you get the roof line, okay, and you get the roof like so, and here you get the roof like so. Again, can you see? When it's further, it thins out and then it broadens out this way. Okay. All right. You can get the roof lining on top just to give more dimensions to it. Okay. You can't see the building over here because hopefully you're standing in front of the building, so the building will be literally at the back of you. All right, in a way. Okay. Okay. Okay, once you have done that, then you can fill in the details. Then you can fill in the details, meaning you can get the windows drawn. Okay, you can get the windows drawn however you want to be drawing a window. Just don't forget the window frame. This one is rather thick, the window frame. So I'm just going to thin it out a bit. I'm just going to make it thinner, like so. Okay. Here also, I'm not going to draw the complete window here because it's it's faded off here. Now when you draw this window here, you got to draw going in from out, it's going in to follow this roof, to follow this floor. Maybe you can draw a door here, like an arched door, like so. Okay, all right. And then here also you can draw a whole lot of windows. And then you can draw your window frame. and then you can draw the window panes. This is where you build it up with a lot more character to the drawing. Okay, here also you may want to draw some window panes. Okay, don't forget the window pane here. Okay. Of course, further up, it has to be smaller. And then you can also draw, maybe for this one, you can do it a little bit different. Let's get a balcony. Let's get a balcony with a door, so the people can come out into the balcony. Okay, a little balcony like. Here also you can see a bit of the balcony for the neighbor's house. Okay, and then you can get some windows over here. Maybe this one you can draw a broad window. Maybe downstairs is a restaurant with a small door here you can see. Okay. All right. And then here you got to draw the windows this way. Here also you get the windows, and here get the windows. Okay, so here you can draw 2 window panes like this. Okay, not so standard, isn't it? Okay, but it doesn't matter. And then you get your line that goes around to divide the upstairs to the downstairs. And then you can get maybe a different kind of window here, a curved arch-like window, like a curved arch-like window, just to give more shapes. That's why I did a balcony here, not a normal window, and an arched door. And then, so just do some varieties to give more character to the building. And then maybe this one you can make it look like the window is inside the wall, like that. That means the window is right going into the wall, so you can see the side of the wall like that. You cannot see the complete side of the wall, because if you're blocking, you can see only on this side. You can only see on this side, but you can see the base here. Okay, and then you draw the window sitting inside the wall, like so. And then you give your window panes. Not all window panes has to be the same. You can also give your own kind of window pane you like. Okay. All right. And then maybe you can give more character and give sometimes you have this little different colored part of the bottom of the wall, just to give that extra bit of character to the building. All right. Here also you can do the same. Okay, going up. Then you can color in. Okay. All right, like that. And then what else can you do? Okay, let's get some roof. I'm just going to draw some short lines, straight short lines like this, just to show the tiles on the roof, like so. Right? Okay. Here also you can give some tiles. So it looks like the old English buildings, isn't it? Okay. You can also curve it like this. Okay. And then here also you can give roof like this, like a lot of U's put together or W's put together. Okay, just to show the tiles. All right. Okay. Here also like so. And on this side too. Okay. Now, what else can you do to give more perspective and more character to your drawing? Okay. Any suggestions? Let me know. I would like to see your suggestions. What else? What else can we put in there to give more character and more perspective to the picture? Any suggestions? Anyone at all? Wait, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's get some people walking around here, and maybe with a hat. Okay, I'm just going to draw a band like that, a dark figure. Okay, and then when you go further up, then you can draw a woman here. Okay, again, it's going to be like a silhouette. Okay, and maybe the man over here is walking here. You can probably see some more character, more definition of a man. So I'm going to make this man with his hands in his pocket. Okay. Maybe with black pants. Okay, and he's walking. Because it's closer, you can probably see a more definition, more color. Okay, all right. Is there any other things that we can put in the picture to give more perspective? Any other suggestions? Make the buildings look old. All right. How do you do that? Now, what if you have shades or pencil? You can shade it in the, you know what I mean? Here with this pen, I think it's a bit difficult, but let me try anyway. Okay, hang on. I got some other suggestions here. Man walking a dog, trees, plants, yes. A car on the road. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see what we can do now. All right. Let's see how we can do this. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. You can also see this side of the pavement. Right? Okay. You can also see this side of the pavement as well. So you can show that the pavement is a little bit elevated. Okay. All right. Let's make this man walk his dog. Okay. Maybe he's got his leash tied to his wrist. Okay. And then here is his dog. Okay. Okay, that's his dog over there. And somebody said, let's get a tree. Okay, sounds like a plan to me. So I'm going to get a tree right over here. Okay, right over here, like so. Okay. Maybe it's on a ground with a little plot of land like that. So the authorities have planted a tree right there. Okay. And a car, someone said, let's draw a car. Sure. Okay, so I'm going to draw a car right over here. In fact, I'm going to draw like a Volkswagen. And I hope you guys are also doing the same. Do you all know what a Volkswagen is? This part is a bit broader. Does it look like a Volkswagen to you guys? It's the old Volkswagen. I like old cars. And Volkswagens normally, this model Volkswagens normally have only 2 doors. All right, so that's your car. All right, and what else can you put? Don't forget to finish off the pavement so that it doesn't get cut off. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, so this is a very narrow road, so you can see only one. It's a one-way street, so you know you can't put two-way street here. For the pavement, you can actually draw lines like this to show the shape of the pavement. It's moving this way, so you can draw lines like that. Okay, so can you see as it comes further closer to you, the gap gets bigger and bigger. So as it goes further up, it gets smaller and narrower. Okay, and here also you draw the pavement, and then as it comes closer to you, it should get a little bit broader. Okay, the gap between the two lines will get broader. So you can see that this is the building, this is the pavement, this is the road. So the distinction is very clear. Okay, right. And is there one more thing that we can put? Maybe any suggestions? Draw a person riding a bicycle. All right. Okay. Why not? Okay. So I'm going to draw the bicycle right here. Okay. Oh, he's coming towards the car. Never mind, he's breaking the law. Okay, not supposed to, but bicycles are maybe allowed. So you can see one leg is down and one leg is up. Okay. You cannot really see the other side of the bicycle too much. Okay, you duck in the pants. Okay. And yeah, so that's the bicycle then. Okay, and then I think maybe one more item that we can probably do is let's get a lamppost. Okay, right over here. Okay, so we get a lamppost. Okay, over there, and maybe another lamppost across the road here. So that it's lit up at night. Okay, and so I think there's a lot of stuff going on there, isn't it? Okay. So what I'm saying is you can build on the whole character of the place. It's a matter of how a bench for people to sit. Okay, all right, I think that's enough. Okay, yeah, why not? Okay, since you've asked, let's put a bench. Okay, let's put a bench. It will be a bit big because it's quite close to you. Okay. Like so. So you can actually have a bench like that. Okay. All right. And if you want to put a letterbox, in those days, remember you have your letterbox. This one really looks like, you know, stuff of those days, isn't it? Okay, in these 1960s or 1950s, the whole look. Okay, it looks like that, doesn't it? All right. Okay. So, are you okay with the perspective bit? Okay. Are we all right? Okay. And do you know how to get the curved look on the road? Okay. Okay. All right. So now the next thing that I want to do with you all is, okay, is let's do the caricature, your comic, okay? So I'm going to rub this off. Okay, are we okay? You want to take a picture of this? You can. And if I want to see you, please send it to my phone. Your drawing of this, okay? And the bent road and how the building is bent and which part you can see and which part you can't see. Okay, so send me all that, and I would love to see your piece. Okay. Now, okay. Next thing is also please send me the next one. Also, I would love to see that one. Okay. The next thing is I'm going to teach you how to draw or how to create a comic. Okay. And now when people say comic, meaning a caricature, normally it's like a caricature. Okay. But it can be also realistic looking, like your Marvel comic magazine, your superhero comic magazine. They are quite realistic looking. Okay. But yeah, but you can have different characters. Huh? Normally you haven't. First of all, you have to have a story. Okay, first you have to have a story. Okay, what is your story? Now, I'm not going to ask you to create a whole book of caricatures because that will be it'll take a long time, and it takes many people to do it. I'm just going to ask you to get one-page comic. It's a one-page comic. Okay, so if you have an A4 paper, you're just going to get a comic on that paper. Okay, just one paper. Okay, so you've got to have a story. Okay, and then number two, the second thing you have to have is you got to have characters. Okay, you got to have characters. All right. So once you get these two things going, then you're set. Now, when I say story, I mean a comic can be funny. Okay, it can be funny. All right, or it can be educational. Okay, it can be something educational. It can be something just giving information. Sometimes governments use comics to give information to the people. Okay, but normally when you say comic, because of the word comical, normally it can be funny. People will think of comic as being funny. Okay, but people use comics also for education and also for information. Okay, if you can see the word information right over there. Okay, so I think it's up to you. What do you want to do? I think most of y'all, how many of y'all, can anyone tell me what you would like to go for in your comic? What do you prefer? I think this one we'll do portrait. Okay, up, down, we'll do portrait. Okay. Adventure, yeah, sure. Adventure is a pretty good thing to go for. Okay. Any other in mind? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's. I have a story, and let's also get you to think of a story now. What kind of story you want to create for your comic? Okay. So I'll give you 2 minutes to think of a story. Okay. All right, anybody? Got any story with you already? Okay. If you already have a story in mind, it doesn't matter if it's not too funny or whatever. Just this is for us to practice. Okay. All right. This is for us to just start off. Okay. Any other? Spider-Man saves the day again. All right, cool. Slide. Let's go for that. Okay, so you already have a storyline, right? Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Say yes or no. Not sure. Whatever. You have a story. Okay. Spies. All right. Cool. Excellent. So you have something in mind. Very good. Pikachu. Fantastic. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, cool. So I also have a story, okay? And so now you're going to get characters. I want you to imagine a character. So you can have simple characters. You don't have to get complicated looking characters, just for practice purposes, okay? You can get simple characters like this. Okay? You can get very simple. Okay? So let's get very simple characters first before we go to the more complicated ones, because I want you all to just get into the practice of creating this thing. And moreover, if you want to get more complicated characters, then you have to spend more time. Okay, so you can get characters like this even. Okay, a little bit three-dimensional. Okay. All right. So it looks like SpongeBob, isn't it? Okay. So very simple characters first. Okay. So once you got the characters, I'm going to go with this kind of characters for this caricature. And I also have a story in mind, and I'm going to do one now. And then you can also do yours as we go. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. This character is between a husband and wife. Okay. And I'm going to call this stay home, sorry, got the spelling wrong, stay home funnies. Okay, so I'm going to call this stay home funnies. All right, can you see that? Okay, so I'm going to get all together just 4 boxes, okay, in my caricature. I'm just going to get 4 boxes, okay? So the story will flow this way, this way, this way, this way. So this will be the end. This will be the start, okay? All right, so I'm going to draw this simple okay, you can get a ear as well, okay, and the hair will come right down here, okay. Ugliest looking woman in the world, isn't it? Okay, and she is looking at this husband who's sitting down here engrossed in something. This is okay, and here he is, okay, sitting down here and doing some work, okay, in his computer, okay, and then she's asking, Are you working? Are you working? All right. And then he goes, okay, sitting down here. Okay, this may not be that funny. Okay, this is his hands, by the way, not his nose here. Okay, and his laptop still there. Okay, and he's saying to the wife, yeah, of course. Okay, and then you get the bubble going right here. Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, and then she says, and here she comes. Okay. I'm drawing the she is now walking towards him. Okay. Okay. So walking towards him. And she says, really? Question mark and exclamation. Let me see. Okay, let me see. And then what happens is she now goes up there, and now you can see where the laptop is from this side now. Okay, and she is now here looking rather shocked. Okay, she's got the eyelashes. Okay, and here he is. Okay, and guess what he's doing in front of the laptop? Anyone? Guess what he's doing? This is a simple caricature, I'm not making it complicated. Anyone? What do you think he's doing? Wait, hang on. What do you think the husband is doing in front of the laptop, in front of the computer? First she says, are you working? And he says, yeah, of course. And then she says, really, let me see. And she comes around, and the husband is having a nice burger, pretending to be working from home. And that's why he looks like he was busy with his hands. And so she is like shocked. Okay. Yeah, so this is a simple caricature-like thing. Okay. Just to give you an idea as to how, may not be very funny, but you can create your own funnies or your own education, your information or whatever. But this is the flow that you are usually supposed to take. Okay, I created a few. Maybe I can show you some that I've created. I don't know if you saw this in my Instagram. Remember this one? Pre-COVID. Pre-COVID is you leave home, you go to work, you go to gym, you go to pub, you go to your fast food, and then you go back home. That's your stops, right? Before COVID, before all this happened. And then your post-COVID MCO is, yeah, you also have different stations. You get up in the morning, you go to the fridge, you do a bit of work, you go to the fridge, you go to the fridge, you go to the fridge to eat. And that's what I've been also doing. And then you go back to bed, okay? So you can create your own COVID caricatures as well. Like for instance, I created this one where Corona is now in the streets and telling everybody enough is enough. Go to your rooms now and stay there until I say you can come out now. So it's telling people stay in and stay locked down. And people have been running helter-skelter, okay? So you can create your own caricatures like this. This one, what I did was I used watercolor to give the shades. I used watercolor to get the shades, right? So this lady is so bored at home. She's got no one to talk to. So she made friends with the lizards in the house. Okay, she even named them. He said, Stephanie, where are you? Jennifer, Ramesh, and Conrad are already here for dinner. Quickly come out. So she's looking for the fourth lizard to come out. Okay, so some people can go crazy during that time. Now this is the one, the similar one that I created over there. Okay, with 6 pictures. Okay, so I, for instance, when I go to the supermarket or Giant or whatever, I have to check whether I got my mask. The wife will call me, you have your mask, you have your second mask, you have your sanitizer, you have your gloves, and then you have your sanitizer and sanitize the face. And then the last one is the Aeon card. Okay, also check. So all this I have to check before I go into the supermarket. So you can get some interesting things going. Use your creativity, use your imagination, and create your own caricature books like this for your COVID. And see, when you do this, you tend to start to imagine things and start imagining some creative stuff. And it's a lot of fun. And then by the time you finish whole thing, you would have compiled a whole book of caricatures, okay? And you never know what you can use it for in the future, but it'll be a good collection, your own private collection. You can show your friends, you can show your family, you can even compile them and make it a book. And that's what I'm planning to do, all right? Okay. So one last thing before we go, okay? I think it's been a long time since we did the, what do you call, the Scribble, okay? Remember the Scribble and Unscribble? Okay, a long time since we did that. So we have a bit of time. And so let's see whether you can scribble and unscribble, okay? And let's see what comes out of it, okay? So I'm going to do my scribbling now. Then you also do your scribbling. And then when I say stop, you stop, okay? So start scribbling, okay? Start scribbling. Here's my scribble, stop scribbling, okay? All right, so this is my scribble. I hope you got yours, okay? Now you can turn the paper around and look at it from every possible angle and see what image comes out of that. Again, this will help you to start thinking creatively, okay? Okay, so let's see what comes out for me, okay? I can already see something, okay? Now you do yours and then I'll do mine, okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to use every line here possible. Can you see how I use every line that is given in the scribble? to get my picture, right? Okay. Hope you got yours. Okay. Okay, did you get yours? Okay, and that's what I got from my Scribble. So that's about it. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I hope you had fun. All right, guys. So thank you very much. It's been fun, and see you all again next week. Okay. All right. Take care. All the best. Have fun. Stay creative.